Historic preservation on the minds of most people today in Auburn is the Wall Street Church. And if you read on the different forums, they're wondering why the city of Auburn didn't do something. The city of Auburn doesn't hold a church. There's no ministers here. Have you seen in the paper the Catholic churches? There's going to be closings. It's a thing we have to deal with now, and it's something all over the city. There's 4 Protestant churches without a minister in the city of Auburn right now. And the congregations are smaller no matter where you go. People aren't going to church. So it's not going to be easy to find a solution what you're going to do with empty church buildings. You know, they try hard to get people to come to church, but that's just our next thing. There's no money in the budget on the historic board at this time, but we've got apprentices from Cornell's historic preservation program in the past. And I think it'd be a great idea if we get one of them. Cornell pays for part of the cost of that, and to research what can be done with churches before they're empty. You know, we have to be a little proactive. But that's just one thing. There's a great success story. Our board has been busy every month with applications for permits in the historic districts. There's a house that was empty that they wanted to knock down on South Street years ago, and people came together and saved it. They're putting a $30,000 greenhouse on the back of the house. This is like what you would have like in the 1800s, but it's going to be a 21st century, really unique thing. There's people moving into the city, and that's a person that came from out of town and saw the values here. Many of the historic houses, whether it's in the district or all around Auburn, people come and see the values here. I moved here from New Jersey 40 years ago. I thought the houses were free here. It was so inexpensive to move here, and it was a great thing to do. I live in a really old house, but preservation pays. When they first put the district on South Street and people thought it was restrictions, if you're going to put $500,000 in a house, it's great that somebody watches your back, that your neighbor doesn't come and do something detrimental and lower your values. It's been a great success story all through the district with people investing. There's some people put $1 million in these houses that you'd never know, and many have been converted from multifamily. And that's one other thing we have to look at the ordinance, maybe tweaking it to prevent some of these large-scale multifamily, that maybe we can be a little more restrictive what's allowed there, because most of the houses have been bought back by and turned to single family. That's not always the solution, but preservation really works, and it's fun to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you.